Chris Black Radio Show, take one. Here we go. Yeah. Every Tuesday is like a weekend. Every Thursday, here we go again. Twice a week at 6 p.m. So get ready to let the show begin. It's that Chris Black Radio Show. Yeah. Chris Black Radio Show. 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 Yeah. Chris Black Radio Show.
I don't know what it is that you do to me, but lately you've been heavy on my mind, and it just don't make no sense. Maybe I'm crazy, but this thing I've got for you, it don't compare to none other that I've had in my life before. And I swear it's a feeling that I can't ignore. See, this thing that you do to me is oh so incredible.
You do that.
Something about the way you walk and something about the way you talk. Those pretty dimples when you smile. Oh, that sparkle in your eye. You looked at me and oh so sweet. My life has now become complete. A feeling I cannot explain.
You do that.
Something about the way you walk and something about the way you talk. Those pretty dimples when you smile. And oh, that sparkle in your eye. You looked at me and oh so sweet. My life has now become complete. A feeling I cannot explain.
You do that thing
to me. Got nothing bad to say about you. Before I sleep, I pray about you. Thanking God for sending me this blessing. Through you, I've learned a lesson that love is the greatest gift. Never before in my life have I felt this way about another. So when I try to explain what it is, I just can't. So I simply say,
you do that.
Something about the way you walk, it's something about the way you talk. Those pretty dimples when you smile, and oh, that sparkle in your eye. You looked at me and oh, so sweet. My life has now become complete. A feeling I cannot explain.
You do that.
Something about the way you walk, and something about the way you talk. Those pretty dimples when you smile, and oh, that sparkle in your eye. You looked at me and oh, so sweet. My life has now become complete. A feeling I cannot explain.
You do that thing.
Thanks for tuning in to another week of the Chris Black Radio Show. And that was That Thing by Bellamy out of Houston, Texas. Go support him, Bellamy, BEL-AMI. And again, thanks for tuning in to the Chris Black Radio Show. If this is your first time, welcome. This is an entertainment variety show where we are committed to inspiring audiences through music, positive words, and information. We interview independent artists, musicians, business owners, and all of those things. And this is Chris Black, your host. Now, if you want to get in contact with me, you can email me by sending it to info@thechrisblack.com. Any information about the show, info@thechrisblack.com. Or visit me on the web, thechrisblack.com/radio show. I want you to follow me on Instagram, the Black 1971, or my Facebook page, which is the Chris Black Show, and even my Twitter, Black 1971. And again, thanks again for listening. Now, let me talk to you for a moment. Can you believe already we are in March? This is March. Already the time. Where does the time go? So I have a question for all of you. Now, since this is the third month of the year, and I know a lot of you probably started with a New Year's resolution, or at least some goals that you had. Now, tell me the truth. Are you still working on your goals? Or are you still working on your resolution? Or you just stopped? I know a lot of you started and you just stopped. Well, here's the thing. Don't be sad. Don't be depressed. I have some good news for you. You can just pick up and start again. I want to share something with you. I wrote a series of books, and that series is called Master Your Life Series. And in that book, one of the sessions is called How to Have Lasting Change. I know there are many of you that started, like I said, and you stopped. And oftentimes we do not know why. I want you to go to my website, thechrisblack.com. There is a series that I have written called How to Have Lasting Change in Your Life. It's inside of Master Your Life is one of the sessions, but it's also a video series. This video series is about an hour and a half. It's well worth it to go and purchase this video series. I promise you it will be one of the best hour and a half that you have spent trying to learn how to have lasting change in your life. I believe you're worth it. Don't you believe you're worth it? You are worth the success, to have the change, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life. Go check it out. Again, thanks for tuning in and listening to the Chris Black Radio Show. We will be right back after we play this Ain't Nobody Business by Cy Smith.
Keep it locked right here. You're listening to the Chris Black Radio Show.
I want to tell you about a new and powerful tool called RE Visa Card. RE is a worldwide home-based business you can get excited about. Now, I know you've heard it all before, but RE has low startup costs with big payouts. No more waiting for paychecks in the mail. RE pays directly to your own RE Visa card. You can get started today for $39.95. Now, RE was founded to help the people you know save money on products and services they already purchased somewhere else. So why don't you sign up today? You can call us by 1-888-603-1555. Again, 1-888-603-1555. Or go to our website, Get Re-Energized
Being fit is key if you want to live a long and healthy life. But there are so many diets out there, and frankly, you've probably tried most and may have given up. Well, I'm here to tell you there is hope, and don't give up. If you're serious about losing weight and getting fit once and for all, you need to check out Body by Vi. If you're ready for the body you've always wanted, Body by Vi is the program for you. In fact, millions of people have already lost millions of pounds. Body by Vi is now challenging you to see what's new, and you can do it 10 pounds at a time. You will look great and feel so much better when you finally get rid of all that extra weight you've been carrying around with you for all those years. Body by Vi has discovered the secret to long-term weight loss, and it's found in the first 10 pounds lost. Now you can be a part of the Project 10 Challenge. Just visit DanielleRiley42.bodybyvi.com. That's Danielle Riley, the number 42.bodybyvi.com. Here, you can see what this amazing diet is all about. Read the testimonials, see the before and after pictures, and you will be amazed. This is truly incredible. Danielle Riley, 42.bodybyvi.com.
D for tools and strategies to live a healthy, happy, and successful life. For details, go to drdianethompson.com. That's drdianethompson.com. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dr. Diane A. Thompson.
Sometimes I like it raw. Sometimes I like it down and dirty, and like just a little off. Sometimes I like it funky with a tad of boogaloo, and it ain't nobody's business if I do. I said it ain't nobody's business. Sometimes I like it high. Sometimes I wanna reach up and let my voice touch the sky. And I like my beats hard as today, oh do. And it ain't nobody's business if I do. I said it ain't nobody's business. See, I can sing and make it pretty. Deep down inside, I'm really gangsta. But you can't let nobody change you. Sometimes I like it strange. Sometimes I wanna flip the shit and go straight to the change. Sometimes I wanna sing in the key of me and you. And it ain't nobody's business if I do. No. I said it ain't nobody's business. Sometimes I like it loud. Sometimes I like it way out in another galaxy. That way I can't see you, and you definitely can't see me. Sometimes I like it old, sometimes I like it brand new. And it ain't nobody's business. See, I can sing and make it pretty. You leave this song sound so sedated. Deep down inside, I'm really gangsta. Baby. Oh, but you can't let nobody change you.
Hi, it's your favorite American Idol, Lakeisha Jones, and you're listening to the Chris Black Radio Show.
And welcome back to the Chris Black Radio Show. Again, I'm glad that you decided to join me on today. Now, if you've tuned in before, then you know what we have in store for you. But if it's your first time, welcome again. So today on the show, we have our special artist, spotlight artist, Erin Stevenson. You do not want to miss Erin Stevenson. Now listen, Erin Stevenson, she is a singer, she's a songwriter, she is a recording artist, she's a dancer. She has performed with artists such as Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, John Legend, Pharrell Williams, and the list goes on and on. We're going to be talking with her about her journey. We're going to be talking about her new project that she has coming up as well. Now, the Chris Black Show, if you're a listener, and I'm going to say this every week, we always want to push new and independent artists, live performances and music. So if you want to be highlighted, if you want to be interviewed, please make sure you contact us. We always want to push independent artists in any form, or a business, or anything like that. So email the Chris Black Show at gmail.com. You can also email info at thechrisblack.com. So either info at thechrisblack.com or the Chris Black Show at gmail.com. Okay. Now, we've talked about the video series, How to Have Lasting Change. I want you to check that out. There's also a video series I have called Recognizing Your Unhealthy Thinking Habits. All right. So if you have not went out, since we're talking about independent artists, make sure that you go out and support. See what's going on around in your city, wherever you are, and support the live entertainment, the live, performances that your artists are doing. I put out something on yesterday and it said that you cannot download live performance. I know we're in the age of digital age where we want to download everything, but you cannot download the feel that you get when you're in that venue with that particular artist. Now, there is an event that's coming up that I want you to support here in Los Angeles, California, which is called an Afternoon of Jazz. So this event is presented by the Cowan Elementary PTO. And this is an event it's a fundraiser for the children and the kids at Cowan Elementary. It's going to be a wonderful day. It's April 15th. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And this is, artist packed music and stuff for the family. It's a family event. So some of the artists are going to be there is Carrie Sims, which is a national recording artist. He's a saxophone player. Jacob Luss from American Idol. Miss Amber Allen, singer. James Wright Schnell, Mr. Patty Pie, he's going to be there. We have a group of young guys, Connect, that band is going to be there. And Mary Anna, she is one of the finalists from The Voice from Portugal. So that's entertainment and even more is going to be there. We have food, there's an auction, there's going to be vendors, there's games, there's activities, and there's things for the entire family. Just bring your blanket, come out there and come. It's an outside event, so it's going to be a wonderful event. You can go to the website, which is Afternoon of Jazz, afternoonofjazz.com. Please support these kids. Please support the school. And if you cannot come and get a ticket, you can just support. You can donate something. You can donate something from the auction. You can donate your time, or you can donate some money towards these kids. Okay? Now, as soon as we come back, our spotlight artists will be here. I'm excited to talk to her, Erin Stevenson. Erin Stevenson Titus. She got married not too long ago, a couple of years. So thanks for listening to the Chris Black Show. We will be right back with our spotlight.
Let's get it.
I shouldn't have to. I'm the one for you. Ooh, and all of your secrets you trust with me, yeah. But your heart you won't release, and you do it, baby. Ooh, can you stop teasing me? You know you're not saying goodbye. I've been down, pound for pound, so you keep me around, just leaving me hanging. Got me just hanging, but I'm sick of waiting for your love, love, love. You keep me hanging, got me just hanging. I'm tired of waiting for your love, love, love. Listen, you'd better stop teasing me before I say goodbye. Boy, just try. Oh, you better try before love says goodbye. You keep me hanging, got me just hanging, but I'm sick of waiting for your love, love, love. I told you hanging, but I've been here hanging, and I'm tired of waiting for your love, love,
And we're back on the Chris Black Radio Show with our spotlight artist for the week, none other than the Sultry. Yes, soulful, greatest world traveler, performer, dancer. What else can I say? Southerner.
I don't know.
Erin Stevenson. And the crowd says, "Ha!"
And the crowd goes wild. Hey, Chris.
How are we doing?
I'm great. Life is good. I'm working, and that means life is great.
Yeah, you're doing a lot of that. A lot of working, and working is always a good thing. That means you can pay some things, and that's great. That's always good. Now, I don't know.
I was going to say I'd complain if it was anything other than. So, yeah.
Now, I'm glad that you were able to do the show. And I'm trying to remember if you've been on my show before. I know you have had to be on here before once.
No, this is actually my first time.
Well, welcome for the first time to the Chris Black
I am no
Show.
longer a virgin to the Chris Black Show.
There you go. No longer to the Chris Black Show. Although we've been knowing each other, how long have we known one another?
Wow. What year is this now? 2018.
2018.
Man, you know what? It's been about maybe, about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years, something like that, Chris?
It's probably, yes, you're right. Because,
I'm dead serious.
No, I'm serious. Because, before, remember we went to Nebraska?
And that was around 2005, I think, somewhere up in there.
Yeah, so it was before that.
Yeah.
So it's been a nice little minute.
Yeah, homie.
And
yeah.
we've had the opportunity to see each one of us grow.
That is absolutely true. I mean, you've everything. Of course, an incredible bass player. First off, that's how I met you.
That's correct.
And all of your awesomeness. I mean, from that to motivational speaking to producing to musical directing and traveling the world with artists like Regina Bell and, you know, author. I mean, goodness.
No, see.
Now you're on Chris Black show.
See, and you from singing to just in Houston in the little clubs to world traveler with artists such as Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson and who else? Jennifer Lopez. You know, I mean, it's so many people. I can
I know. I quit too. I just be like, listen, I'm a blues girl.
Yeah.
I'm all your favorite people. That's what I say.
Right. Everybody. Who you sing with? Everybody. I've just done
Everybody.
Not really. You get to a point where people ask you. I don't even. Somebody really have to ask me.
Yeah, it's true.
Before I say I've done this and I've done that, because it's like, okay, I have, and there's no sense in me going around telling people it's work.
So I've had to learn, and I'm still learning, how to get better at that part, at naming the names, because I've never really ever in life done that. When I show up for the show or for a tour, you're right. I show up to work. It's not like it's almost like I'm working a regular 9-to-5 job. I clock in, I clock out, and when I show up at showtime, I turn it on. When the lights go off, and it's time to get back on the bus or plane, I turn it off. So it's yeah, that's always been my mindset. So I have to admit that this is one of the hardest phases of this transition period that I'm having to get used to, and that's the whole name dropping thing. You know, just for people to know who I am.
Right.
Or get the backstory. That's the better way for me to
put it. Right. You know, I mean, and me too. I've had to learn how to open my mouth and say something.
Yeah.
You know, so they'll know. Oh, okay, yeah, you've done this and that. You know, yeah. So so it's been quite a journey for you from Houston, and now you're in Los Angeles, California. So and I can say now, I mean, we've been knowing each other, I mean, a long time. I mean, like you said, 18 years probably.
Heck yeah.
Almost 20, something like that. So some of the things that you can teach, and now that you look back on some of the artists that are coming up now, how do you feel in, like, when you were coming and now looking how others that's younger than you coming? Does it look the same? Or you like, wow, why are you doing that?
Now that's a good question. All right. I haven't gotten asked this one yet. So here's what I'll say. I think the better way for me to answer it is the first way that you asked it, and that is, what would I teach? One, respect. My goodness. Just from a perspective of just respecting the craft and learning your craft, studying the past,
right?
In order to become something greater now, because I have to, from my personal, perspective, music has gotten really lazy. I think, but more so. From a creative standpoint of things, and I think the way to get that back is to actually respect it again, and to go back and to listen to a lot of the music that was once great, that is still great, because I personally don't think the music today is going to be great. Maybe even 5 years from now, I don't think it's going to be considered that greatness. You know what I mean?
Right. No, like, you're right. Absolutely.
We can name artists from the past, and I'm not talking about decades ago. I mean, like, there was a period even from 90s music. I mean, just even from early 2000s when music was still great. And if you play it today, it's like, oh, this song still resonates to your soul, or takes you to a time, or, all that good stuff. I don't think any of this music today is going to do that. Just fly by night. It all sounds the same. And, maybe there are a couple artists still doing what they do, but I would encourage new artists that are coming up and new singers and performers to study the past, and to me that is respecting the craft and respecting the art of music. Two, I'm a stickler for being kind, because I know that I've gotten and moved my career, progressed a lot just by being kind. And then they found out that I could sing a little bit,
right?
Right. And it goes a long way. Kindness and character goes a long way.
Right.
3, work ethic. Just like I just said with kindness and character, work ethic also goes a long way. It's not just about how good you sing.
Right.
I mean, there are great singers everywhere. But what makes them different than you? What makes them any different from the person that's sitting on the couch? Or that's, you know, if you want to be found or you want to be discovered, but you only sing at the same place every night, I mean, you got to get up and put in the work and go hustle and grind for it. Especially these days, you got the whole world at your fingertips, at least, but you got to give them something.
Right.
So go work for it. Those are my top 3 things.
I was just having a conversation with someone. I think it was either earlier today or yesterday or something like that, talking about the very thing of, you know, you don't have to be the best. You strive to be the best, of course, but there are so many great musicians. There are so many great singers. And how are you going to work above or more than them? You know, when you're not, you know, I know that I'm good, but there's all kinds of bass players. But why is it that I work? Why is it my entire career I've always been able to hold down something playing somewhere, and there's other guys that are killing? It's because of all those things you say in the character, your personality, and then the other thing, being punctual. Let's be on. Let's be on time. That's a lesson I had to learn, honey, because I'm like one of those people where something just always goes wrong, and I do mean always goes wrong. And I can honestly admit that I used to have a huge issue with time. Not that I was always late. It was just more so the fact that I would show up right on time. And I do mean right on time. So that still was late. It'll be like, let's just say 9 o'clock is the show, start time for the show. I literally would show up right at 8:55. If you want to give your best, you need to be there to properly prepare for your best. So, yeah, that's a huge lesson I had to learn. And one time, I'll admit it, I got left somewhere. Ooh.
But it was more so because my phone, I was somewhere on the other side of the earth. But my phone, the time on my phone didn't switch. You know, sometimes if you travel, your phone delays when it's switching the different time zones.
Right.
And needless to say, I ended up missing my travel to the airport, and I had to pay for my own travel. So this is where it starts getting important about that time stuff.
Wow, right.
Where you got to come out of your own pocket.
Right.
Because nobody's going to cover your flight or your transportation or your hotel and all that other good crap when you ain't there. Why? Now you're on your own time. If you want to be on your own time, you pay for your own time.
Right.
And that was the last time I've ever had an issue.
Yeah.
I was out of the country, and you know those out of country fees start adding up. And
yes.
Just a simple ride to the airport cost me about $200.
Ooh, yeah.
I was good. That was it for me.
See. Now I can honestly say I've never been left on the road, but you know, I've known plenty of people that's gotten left in cities, and they had to find their own way to the next city.
That's right. You're on your own time at that point.
Yes. But you know, like I said, you live, you learn. You know, if you be a foolish person, if you live and didn't learn.
Yeah, that's what makes you foolish. I completely agree, because I'm happy that happened to me. It was a wake-up call. And like I said, I was hardly ever just way late, ever, but I would always be right on time, which is to be late.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a lesson that I needed to learn, as in life, with everything. You know, nobody's perfect. Bump your head a couple of times, and the whole point is to, you know, hit it so hard that you don't want to hit it again. So.
Right, and that's the point. I mean, you live and you learn. You learn and you move on. Yeah. You evolve and you become a better person. There you go.
Exactly.
So now you went from, of course, you know, being the background singer, being the performer, being all that, to now that you are the artist. You're not only the artist, but you are the recording artist.
Yes.
And you have a new project that you have put out, which is called Naked.
Yeah.
And so I saw that name. I said, Naked. So now, you know, that title within itself. Now with those songs that you're talking about yourself, what made you name your project Naked? Because this is you. Yeah.
You know why I named it Naked?
Why?
Just so I can hear you say naked. What? Naked. And I'm not lying either. And you're not the only one. Everyone who sees it says, what? Naked. And that's exactly what I want them to do, so that they press play and hear all of my transparency. I believe that's what the world needs more, transparency and some honesty. Aside from that, it's the entire album is my truth and my life's experiences. Ups and downs, highs and lows, heartbreaks, and love found, and eternal love. All of that good stuff. My spirituality, everything is in there. Also, I believe that life should be lived naked. I stand boldly for, how do I put it? I like to put it as, and it's on my t-shirts too, live naked, you give naked, dance naked, smile naked, pray naked. Whatever you do it to the fullest. Give it 1,000%, because I believe you only get one of these lives. And while you got this one, at least, should we say, make the most of it. Why not? If it feels good, do it. But even Jesus don't want you lukewarm, so just do it.
Yeah, do it.
That's why I called it Naked.
Enjoy and do it. So I want to play. I'm gonna play a couple of these songs, but the first one I want to play that.
All right.
What's the one you think I'm gonna play? Say first.
I don't know.
I already said Naked. So what's the first one? The first one, I look at two of them, and they're almost on a. Well, I understand the title, but one is called Juicy, and I guess you Juicy.
From naked to juicy.
Juicy. Next thing I want to say is Juicy Fruit.
And that's number 1 on the album too. I need you to get right into me. As soon as you press play, get into Erin, just like that. Juicy, okay.
Juicy. So you
think it's an album.
Yeah. So you're telling some juicy stuff about yourself.
Yes. Well, Juicy. Listen, that's honestly one of my favorite records. And it's honest. And I was. And I mean, when you listen to the lyrics, I really mean those lyrics. And I kept saying the words, because, the world is hashtags these days. And I kept saying the words, hashtag, don't judge my juicy. And I kept seeing that being like the new thing, don't judge my juicy. And the song is really about self-love and evolving from caring about what everybody else thinks to loving every little bit about your doggone self. And it also stems from me trying to make it in the music industry years ago, and it's part of the, just with everyone having to say, I was too fat, then I was too skinny, then I was too cute, then I was too dark-skinned, then I was too happy, then you're too old, now, but then again, when I was younger, you were too young. Like, it was just always something. And, you just get to a point, you just say, forget it.
Right.
Or absolutely get it. And do whatever the hell it is you want to do. And like I said, and have fun doing it. Because at the end of the day, no one can stop your purpose but you. And that's all I got to say about that. Only you can stop your purpose. So,
absolutely.
I wrote Juicy.
Absolutely. So
don't judge my juicy.
Right.
I fell in love with Juicy, every single bit of it.
All right. So we're going to play Juicy on the Chris Black Show.
I like when you say it better.
And we will be right back. Okay.
Yo, A, you gotta make him dance. So let's do it. What? Let's get it.
Ladies, bounce that thing. Show them fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cup to let that chick know that you the shit. I work hard and give my all, I'm exhausted. Don't leave my home unless my Facebook flawless. Too short, too tall, too tough. I think about had enough. And I forgot that my life was mine. And I forgot being me was just fine. So tonight, I'm reclaiming my show the fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cups and let that chick move it to. Ladies, bounce and dance, show the fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cups and let that chick move it to.
And we're black. We are black. We are black, but we're back. We're back on the Chris Black Show. We just listened to Juicy. And so what are some of the things that you're doing now that people can come out and support?
Well, where I'm at right now we're doing trying to get this album out to the masses, hence, this radio push that we're about to start doing.
Right.
And with that, I have a show this Sunday, and it's at Spaghettini. I've been doing a lot of shows there as of late, but it's a great place to do shows with a great reputation. And that's this Sunday, March 11th. I want to get to everybody, and I tend to think that I'm my best on stage when people get to see me and experience my personality, and then my music makes even that much more sense to them. So the ultimate plan right now is to push this radio thing, getting it to the masses, and to plan a tour, because I'm a hands-on type of girl, so I want to get to everybody. So that's really what's next. And as soon as those tour dates are solidified, you and the entire world will be the first to know.
Well, let me ask you this. So I have two other instruments. I play the bass, but I have a harmonica and a tambourine. So I would like to know that, can I come out and play my harmonica and tambourine? I haven't been able to come and see you at Spaghettini.
Now, everybody in my band, they're pretty spectacular. So unless you could play the harmonica and the bass at the same time, now that would be a showstopper.
No, I didn't say I was playing the bass.
I don't want you in the back.
I didn't say I was playing the bass. I said I'm playing the harmonica and the tambourine. See, you got a bass player. See, you was doing stuff on Thursdays. I can't come on Thursdays, but now you got something on Sunday. Or
I don't think you just caught my joke. You missed my joke.
You said unless I can play bass.
I said play them at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
That means my joke was bad. Okay.
See, it wasn't. It wasn't. No.
Epic fail.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, because nonetheless, you are great.
See,
you don't need the tambourine or the harmonica to be great. I mean, but I could stand a mean tambourine player if you got a mean tambourine solo.
Yeah, I got a mean tambourine solo. No, I want to come play one song. I can play one song on bass. We can do a.
I'm all for that. I know that you kill, so that is never a no for me.
So I'm gonna come on. Come on in the room.
We just got to get Mr. Black on to one of these shows. That's what it is.
Yes.
That is never gonna be a no.
Yes. Now, what time is your show on Sunday?
I'm the brunch this Sunday, so it's mimosas and great food. It's a buffet with great live music, and we start at 11 o'clock. But I suggest you get there around 10:30 because that sucker gets packed out, and it's close to being sold out. So I would suggest go ahead and get your tickets now so you can get a good seat.
So I play on Sunday morning.
See, Chris Scott, dog it.
I play.
I'm gonna have to make a show just for you.
No, I play at 10:30, so it starts at 10.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna have to the next show that I book, or I'm gonna create a show, and of course book that sucker out just around your schedule, so you can be there and you can play bass with me. Or else that just means I got to go ahead and get this tour going. So
yes,
I can bring you on the road.
Yes,
how about that?
Yes, Virtuous Woman, which
that's what I is.
Yes, which is the title of this other song that I want to play. So we all know about the Virtuous Woman, and so that's what you're speaking about in this song. I
am. It's I like to write hints, as you probably get it now, even with the title Naked and all. I like to write with a purpose.
Okay.
Even though it might be fun, but there's always a purpose and a message. So the song Virtuous is pretty much nothing but Bible. It's nothing but what the Bible describes as a virtuous woman.
Okay.
And I think the world for those who don't really read or, the Bible or who are into the word like that, I think they have this view because of some Christians. Yes, I'm going to get controversial for a second. They have this view that Christian women or women that believe in God, are supposed to be homely and walk around with muumuus on and, look down with the dresses down to the ankles. Like, no. I mean, what the Bible describes as a virtuous woman, she is a bad woman. And I mean, with a heart of gold, takes care of everybody. She looks good. It even speaks about her taking care of her body. Now, taking care of your body doesn't mean you got to be a size 0. That just means, loving what you got and, keep eating healthy foods and keeping it clean,
Right.
Walking out the
Absolutely.
house looking like it's your body and
Right.
owning that sucker.
Right.
So, when you step out, you look like God. And so that's really my mission with that song, Virtuous, is to, I think God appreciates you appreciating what he gave you.
Keep it locked right here. You're listening to the Chris Black Radio Show.
Let's get it.
Okay. Can I cook a little something to eat? Are you hungry? Put a cute little tight something on and tidy up the sheets. Let my skin hypnotize you. It's been kissed by the sun. Bless the heavens above you, 'cause you just won. Virtuous. One time with my queen dad. One time with my real queen dad. Stand up with my queen dad. Gotta let him know you ain't a bitch or a hoe. But on the contrary, don't come for me unless you wanna get buried. Just say it on the contrary. Don't come for me unless you wanna get buried. Virtuous. I got a whole lot of loving to give. Love, I am love. But I'm a selfish kind of lover. This body of art is your captive. Let my touch electrify you and make you do things you never done. Let my tongue elevate you above and beyond. Virtuous. One time with my queen dad. One time with my real queen dad. Stand up with my queen dad. Gotta let him know you ain't a bitch or a hoe. But on the contrary, don't come for me unless you wanna get buried. Just say it on the contrary. Don't come for me unless you wanna get buried. Loving you hard and steady with that stroke. Almost there, push through, don't choke. Bounce up with my baby 'cause it's mine. On the grind, crown up, true love is I'm a purple valentine. 1, 2, 3, spring to the galaxy. One for you and one for me. Yeah. Together we can do anything. Queening with attitude, red lips with an afro too. So don't disturb this
And we're back on the Chris Black Radio Show, and we've been having a wonderful, wonderful interview with Miss Erin Stevenson Titus.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I have to put the Titus, throw the Titus in there so they know.
Yes, you did.
Yes. She's a married, virtuous woman. See.
I am a married, virtuous woman. Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yes. See that? See, both of us. Both
That's
of
right,
us.
Mr. Black. You have a lovely wife too.
Thank you very much. I know she appreciates that.
Oh yeah.
And so, how in now that you're married, it's been how long? Like 3-4 years now?
No, it's only been 2 years.
It's only been 2
years and about 3-4 months now. What month is this? We're in March. Okay, in 3 months. 2 years and 3 months.
Why do I
feel...
Of
marriage, that is.
Maybe I feel like it's longer because y'all have been together longer. I don't know.
Yeah, you met him before we were married, so that might be why.
Okay. So being married and being the artist, has it strengthened? Has it been, some hits here and there? Is it development? I mean, how has it been for you from the single person? You can go and do whatever you want to do, when you wanted to do it, how you wanted to do it.
Honey, listen. Naked, transparency, exposed. Here's the truth. It still is a struggle for me. Now, and that's because you're right. I'm naturally a free spirit, a free bird. Prior to, I had no one to answer to. I didn't have any children. I'd go where I wanted to go, leave where I felt like leaving, just, hey, so what do you want to do today, Erin? Okay, well, go do it. Hey, you want to go to Egypt today? Okay, let's just go to Egypt. How long do you want to stay? Well, let's just stay for a month. Okay. I can't do those things anymore. So for me, even something so simple as just jumping up to even go shopping and spend all the money, I can't do that anymore because there's someone else to consider. But the cool thing about it is, because it's not all bad, and it's a constant reminder to myself, and I thank God that I waited to get married and I waited for someone like my husband, because I had to understand that there's a difference between someone who's being controlling and someone who actually cares. And I could tell that my husband was just someone who cared. And I had to tell myself that because of past relationships, hey, he ain't them. He is not them. He cares. And he's going to tell me to go anyways, because half the time I get on his nerves, he wants me gone somewhere. So I just, and I have to remember those things. But it's that for me in this marriage portion of it is one of the hugest things that I have to battle with. I don't want to say battle, but it's a mental thing for me. I mean that to the core. From helping to manage, from helping to style me. He shops for me.
Oh, wow.
His nickname for me is Slash. Let me just put it that way. I'd be like, Slash.
Wow.
He designs sets and video shoots and everything. Slash. That's what I call him.
I saw the guitar that I guess he shot for Rick.
Yeah, no, he painted it.
Right, that's what I mean. He painted it. That was great. That was great work.
Yeah, so. He's an artist. Stuff. Only thing I can draw is a heart. That's about it. But that's kind of a gun. If he puts his hands to something, he has a company called the Titus Touch, like the Midas Touch, because Titus, duh. Right. But it's like he has it. Whatever he puts his hands to, it just somehow miraculously turns out incredible. And yeah, he painted that guitar. He has these visions for colors and shapes and how they go together, and he's great. He's really, really great. And I'm not just saying that because he's my husband. You saw his work.
No, I saw it. I mean, it was great. When I saw it, I was a little I was surprised. I said, "Well," because one, I didn't know he could do that. And then when you see it for the first time, you're like, "Oh wow, that's if I had a guitar for him to paint, I would call him to paint it."
Yeah, well, you do. Just give him a shout. He'd do it for you, and with a lot of love too.
All right.
He has fun doing that stuff. So.
All right. So before we end, I mean, we can talk forever and ever having this great interview I want people to make sure that they support you in your endeavors and what you're doing. So, you know, let people know, like, your website and all those things. And, you know, you're going to be there on they can find all your dates on your website, correct?
Yes, because it changes daily. Well, I update it daily because, you know, things are picking up, thank God, and the hard work is paying off. So I just check my website, ErinStevensonMusic.com. I'm always uploading my appearance dates, and my social media is also the same too, Erin Stevenson or Erin Stevenson Music on everything. So I looked up. If you just type in Erin Stevenson, you could find me anywhere on social media or on the web. But your best bet, just go to ErinStevensonMusic.com. That's my home base, and I'm always there. So,
all right. Now, I've enjoyed this interview. This first time you've been on the show. We absolutely.
I know. That means I have to come back again so I can, you know, say, yeah, Chris, this is my second time on the Chris Black Show.
You have
and I'm a mega star.
Right.
And you know.
And even I have to get you to come back and you can co-host with me or something like that on one of the shows or something. No, that would be so fun. You know, that's one of the things I went to school for. I used to have a radio show in college. Oh,
so
you did?
You did? Yeah, I'd love to do that with you.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. And sometimes I go out and I do live remotes and things like that. And one of the things is I try to every week go to a live performance somewhere, and I go out and I record of the live show, do interviews, and try to feature independent artists on the show in live form, not just playing their CD, but so people can actually hear them singing live, so they can follow that way. So so we're gonna have to do that. So thanks again for coming on the show, and I know we will see each other real soon. And when we see each other, bring that tambourine and that harmonica. I'm going to bring it all with me. It's going to be in my bass case. And before we leave, I guess I just have to say this one last time. Naked. Juicy. Juicy. I love it.
Let's get it.
And you have been listening and been with the Chris Black Show. I want to thank you for being a part of the Chris Black Show. I had a wonderful time. I hope that you had a great time as well. I want to thank Erin Stevenson for being on the show, and you will hear more from her. Make sure that you go and support her. I really enjoyed her music, and I know that you enjoyed it as well. So make sure that you go and support not only her, but just independent artists in general. Always make sure that you do that. So as you go through the rest of your week, I always like to leave with a weekly inspiration. And I saw this the other day and I said, wow, I have to share this with my audience this week. There is only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. You think about that. One thing worse in life than being talked about is not being talked about at all. And thanks again for being a part of the Chris Black Radio Show. We can be reached at the Chris Black Show at gmail.com. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, the Chris Black Show, the number 1. Have a great week.
Dance. So let's do it. What? Let's get it.
Ladies, bounce that thing, show the fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cup so that chick know that you the shit. I work hard and give my all, I'm exhausted. Don't leave my home unless I'm Facebook flawless. Too short, too tall, too tough. I think about adding up. And I forgot that my life was mine. And I forgot being me was just fine. So tonight, I'm reclaiming my time, killing everything inside. Oh, tonight I'm setting everything on fire. Tonight I'm the object of my desire. Tonight I let go and come undone, and I kill tonight. You can call me juicy, squeeze me, dripping chocolate loving, luscious. Baby, don't judge my juicy, oozing, sweet sugar coated goodness. Every bit of mine, living every drop of mine. Suck it up, push 'em up, put your shoulders back, have a six-pack and a big butt. Too young, too old, too fat, too small, too thin, not thick enough. Find a rich man with money, then your life will be like honey. Oh, I don't wanna think about love, a girl just wanna have some fun. Oh, tonight I'm setting everything on fire. Tonight I'm the object of my desire. Tonight I let go and come undone, and I kill tonight. Hell, you could just call me juicy, squeeze me, dripping chocolate loving, yeah, luscious. Don't you touch my juicy, oozing, sweet sugar coated goodness. Every bit of mine, loving every drop of mine. Oh, I'm so selfish, so reckless, and I don't regret it. Oh, I'm in love with the love of my life, I can't stand it. That push, keep giving me that push. It's flowing. Oh, you can call me juicy, squeeze me, dripping chocolate loving, every taste of mine, luscious. Baby, don't judge my juicy, oozing, sweet sugar coated goodness. Every bit of mine, I'm loving every drop of mine. Oh, ladies, just a thing, show the fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cups and let that chick do the juice. Ladies, just a thing, show the fellas what you working with. And fellas, throw up your cups and let that chick do the juice.